Well, hey everybody, MonkeyPuzzle here, and it's episode number 8 of playing ARK Aberration on the IronMine community server. So last episode, I did some building here on these cliff platforms, and I have done some more. You guys ready? Let's check it out. Woo, okay, over here. So this is what I did. I was just playing with how to get this thing roofed in a way that had the most interior space possible with the least columns. And this is what I came up with. I am using Structures Plus. A lot of this could translate to vanilla. Of course, not the double door frames and these triangular glass parts and stuff, but this could be vanilla ramps, but it's not. It's Structures Plus. So last episode we worked on extending these platforms out. So the platforms end right here, and then I use stone fence foundations like this. You can see them, and they go all the way around the perimeter, and then we figured out a way to kind of fill the gaps in between, because if you just follow the lines of the platform, this goes out this way and this goes out this way, and then you get this gap in the middle right here. And so I pulled back the fence foundations one space each and then put this one right here that goes out that way. And you kind of have to eyeball it. It's not perfect, but in the end it's pretty much the best compromise solution that I think you can come up with. And then since we're S plus, Structures Plus, we can hide those. If you couldn't hide those, it wouldn't be the end of the world. So this whole thing would translate to vanilla as far as extending the platforms out. And the reason I did it this way instead of covering foundations all the way across is because I think they're good looking. I really like the pattern of the stone on them, and I didn't want to lose that. So that's what I did. I did put some foundations in the middle in order to kind of fill that mesh that doesn't look very supporting, but also give a solid space for logging out and stuff. And so today I thought, since I went ahead and built this off camera, got a little earthquake going on, I would try to do the same thing out here, and then you guys could see how I did it in case you want to do something similar yourself. And if you don't, at least it might give you some ideas. Whoa, okay. Hi guys, help me. Woohoo! You gotta unhitch somebody. Unhitch. Kill. Woo! Okay, that was a little crazy. Yeah, we still get some things coming down from up there. So this rock right here, I can't place anything on. If I go up there, it won't let me place spike walls or anything. So that's kind of an issue, because I guess things are spawning up there. Because beyond that, up higher where that tree is, I do have a set of spiked walls. I guess I could show you guys real quick, but I don't want to take too much time because we have stuff to build. Anyway, it's a good reason to have a roof on here. You guys all right? All right, nobody died. I think I lived because I have this dino helmet, which is actually an Ascendant flak helmet that BoringLP had a blueprint for and let me make. It only costs like 250 metal, but it gives me 628 armor, so that's pretty cool. And then I make it cute like that. And then I got a regular flak chest piece and some regular flak boots, and then I can't go full flak because it's too hot here. And so even though I'm up at 40 fortitude, I've got to use some of the cloth that are the good ones. This one has, let me see, 25.1 hyperthermic, and this one has 24.5. So that just balances me out so that I can do this. I've got some really good, I know I'm hungry. Okay, I was always complaining. We get some water too, because guess what? I've got running water now. And that doesn't seem like that big of a deal, but here on Aberration it is. I mean, one, it's a wonder that water tanks work at all. given that we're all subterranean, but apparently moisture oozes from the pores of the place, and they fill up slowly, but also because of the heat and the way that thirst is such an issue, it's really great to have running water. I did have it plumbed from the river down below in my little pen there, but it's nice just to have it up here. And these things, I went ahead and show you how I did that. I went ahead, I couldn't place, this rock still has the same placement issues sometimes. Not as bad as this one for some reason, but they really got to get their meshes straight here. But anyway, that aside, I was able to place an intersection, stone pipe intersection off of these wood pieces here. And then I just did the thing where you kind of blindly place it under the ground and hope it snaps correctly. And it only snaps, since it wouldn't snap on here at all, it would only snap to the pipe, so that kind of worked out. And then I just kind of found the places that the water tanks would snap to it. And if you can tell here, I've got these like doubled or tripled up because there was like multiple places I could snap them just a few inches apart. So what the heck, I put 3 of them. And that one's not full, that one is, that one's not full. Before they were all 200. Maybe because I've used it a couple times and it fills slowly. Yeah, I think I don't get a whole lot in here. Okay, before I checked in, they were all 200. I got the natural beehive, which I've been definitely making use of. Anyway, yeah, and I've got my stuff pretty much placed out how I like it here. So inside this one that we finished, I've got my sleeping space, and someone, I'm sorry, I forget the name, I have to look at the comments, told me about laying down. Now, I've been using the Structures Plus beds, which you do not have the menu to lay down on, but in the middle, I put a vanilla bed, and then I can lay down, and that gives me a safe place to log out where I won't move and fall through the floor and stuff, so that's cool. And yeah, this is my little framed bed area. If I had some curtains, I'd hang them around here, but I don't. Until we add some more mods, maybe we'll get that. And then I just put a whole row of boxes for storage here. That should cover my storage needs for a while. I know that these crafting stations hold a lot more than those do, but these are kind of ugly. At least when you stack them all as storage, it works. But anyway, I have them over here. These are my main crafting ones. I've got plenty of building parts for today in there. Got my smithy. I've got air conditioners in 3 places. 1, 2, and 3, just to moderate the temperature while I'm up here. And then I kind of got my kitchen area here, feed the dinos, and I got the nanny ready to go. And did I mention the running water? All right, and from before, if you don't know, this was the elevator right here, so this area has to stay open. I had all these guys coming up. Thank you for saving my butts from that Carno to bring materials up. So let's get these guys out of the way. And let's do a little building. As usual, I gave a nice long preamble. Woo. Thought that might happen. We can get a little tour of my pen here. Let's get over here. Do a nosedive. Ugh. That's the elevator shaft that the wood elevator goes down, and underneath it, I showed this last time, but I just have a little mini base I made out of the ramp to get up to it. And I've got multiple ways up now. And this is cool, actually. I wanted to show you this one. This is my, like, not so much on a Ravager one, but more of my, you know, just me solo one. And this part I like. You come up here, and the door opens for you. Yeah, I got the little catwalks on top to hold it, and then I've got the double door frames from Structures Plus. And I wanted to put another door up top, but it won't trigger up above you like that. Only this one triggered, so I figured that's good enough. It won't be triggered by the dinos and stuff, so if they're running around in here, it will contain them, and I just like that. It's cool, my way up and down. Anyway, all right, back to it. I was getting these guys out of the way because we're going to do a little building right here. Yeah, I've been experimenting whether the guys on the hitching posts defend, and apparently it's kind of hit or miss whether they do or not. And you have to point away from that platform when you dismount, because otherwise it won't work. Alright, one more guy out of the way. And I think we're good to go here. Got most of the parts ready. I got plenty of materials up here for this. So hopefully it'll work out if I don't fall down. Oh, and you don't fall down either. Look at you. You got knocked off. Get you back up here. I don't know why it says ride when you still have the hitching thing. That's all wrong. Oh, he's unhitched. Weird. Okay. Anyway, we'll leave you guys unhitched for now because if something else falls on our head. Alright, so first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to raise up these wood rails one more. I was doing them 4 high, which equals 2 building parts. And these are kind of my window. I like it because it's a little bit more low tech than glass all the way around. I did, you saw, use the glass over here. And this is the glass from Structures Plus. So this is as strong as metal. So I thought that was a good idea because I wanted to have big old skylight. I didn't want to totally close off the view. But also if car nodes and stuff fall on it, it's pretty strong. Of course, this is just wood. But hopefully once they get on that point, they'll just kind of walk off the edge. And then my ton of Ravagers down below, we'll take care of them, hopefully. Good luck to them if they end up down there. But I did want to keep that kind of rustic look going on. That's kind of the look that the stone platform, I think it informs it. And yeah, so I did mostly wood. We've got the little wood perimeter here, and these make a good low-tech window, like I was saying. Now, some people, let me get back over here, were suggesting, I had thought of it, in order to make it look more like a window, Structures Plus has this little option where you can switch it to a half wall, and we could switch that one to a half wall, and then it would be framed like that, which is cool. I really like that look architecturally, but I lose some of my field of view, especially over here on the edge. Like, see right now, you can see where I can see down to. Okay, you can see, I can barely see that crystal right there, that green glowing crystal. And if I went ahead and did that, no, wrong one. If I went ahead and did that, put that one back, I can no longer see that. I've cut off a major part of my field of view. So I'd rather be able to be Overwatch up here than have it look good architecturally. So I'm not going to do that, even though it would probably be a slightly better look for it. But I'm going to take function over form, which is often my prerogative, and switch that back. Okay, so let me see, did we finish raising that up? I think we did. I stuck one out over here just because I don't know if this is really going to work out right. Oh, wrong thing. There we go. How it's going to look building a roof off of this. I'm kind of limited to where these can go. There's going to have to be an open area right here. We can extend this out some, or up some. And then, let's see, we're going to need... actually, we don't need to do the catwalks on that one because I'm not doing the same kind of zip line. This is my zip line for the Ravagers coming up and down. And actually, I might need to leave that open or do it some other kind of way because they're going to hit the roof. Alright. Things to figure out. And then just so we have sort of more of a framed in area with the roof, I'm going to put it on one of these two. It's kind of close off the entranceway here a little bit, but that's okay. I do want my guys to be able to be contained in here. I should probably even figure out some kind of way to put a door in here, but if I put a dino gate, this thing would have to be twice as tall, so I kind of wish I had a half-high dino gate. I might go ahead and just put the double doors in between and see if I can get this sealed off. I can't completely seal it because I've got this here. Maybe I can make in here the sealed off area, but I really like this openness. Anyway, we're working with it. Nothing's died up here for a while anyway. I'll figure out my security system as we go along. Okay, so I got the railings in. So next thing is I wanted it to slope in. I wanted this kind of yurt-like cone feeling coming in, and I wanted to do it with as little support as possible. Now, if I did this with the sloped roofs, you have to have the sloped wall under each and every set of them. So there, and there. So instead, these are ramps. Let me go ahead and grab some of those. We can go ahead and put these back. I think I'm done with these. I think I'm done with that. Don't think I'll need the walls right now. Ladders may come in handy. And then let's find all our building parts here. So we need a bunch of ceilings, which I've made right there. And then we're going to need a bunch of these double door frames. And then somewhere in here I got a bunch of ramps. And they're going to be pretty heavy. Let's start with half of them. And then, yeah, I can still move. I'm doing fine. A little food. Let's put this down here. I got a light. I'm slowly placing lights around, moving them around, hiding behind things and stuff, lowering their intensity to keep it lit up here, because right now it's 10% day. So we don't have a whole lot of daytime right now, and it never really gets that bright in here. You can see Arahli got the best spot over there. You can't, his place isn't rendered in, but he's the one patch of sunlight all the time right there, right up there. Kind of makes me wish I'd settled up there, but hey, it's okay. We've got electric light. Alright, so with the ramp, these do act like a wall, so they will connect, but they won't go up first. They have to start going back down, and for me that doesn't work. That cuts off a lot of the view, and there was places over there where it would have like cut into my whole elevator section, and that is not cool. So I thought a lot about how to make that work, and what I decided on was putting a ceiling top like that. And then, now if you don't have Structures Plus, you could use just a regular wood wall here. I have Structures Plus, so I used this because then it kept it still more open inside these double door frames. I'm making a lot of use of those around because they work nicely as structural columns. And then with these ramps, I can then start from there, because that counts as a wall to go backwards from, like it had to go backwards from here. So that's my starting point. And like I said, the advantage of these guys, this is where a ladder will come in handy. Help us get up there, and actually put one more. Oh, that's wrong. There. And then we can get up here to work for the rest of it. So that goes up there. So this is where ramps are great, because they can just connect each other for a certain distance as long as they feel they have some structural support. And you can just keep going, and I don't need the slope walls underneath them, which leaves the area below, you know, kind of open, and it's a nice area. So you could keep going here for a bit. I think it went at least 2 more, but that was high enough. After that, they start crisscrossing each other in weird ways, and it gets kind of strange. So I went up that high. And then also, if you're in vanilla, let's go ahead and get the other ramps here. I've got some vanilla ramps here. You could use these, but you'd have to change the design a little bit, because they go at a different angle. So these Structures Plus ramps, they go at basically the same angle as a sloped ceiling. They are one wall high, and they go back one foundation. Whereas these guys, they kind of do their own thing. They'll still work by the same rules, but look, they're a much steeper angle, and they go up higher. So if we put 3 of them right here, they'd end up going like that. So you still could build the roof with these. Like I said, it'll just end up being a different design, so you'll have to play with them and then also figure out what happens in the middle. But it's doable. Anyway, I've got Structures Plus, and I'm going to use it. I've got to be really careful here, because we had somebody else on the server who picked up their foundation, their cliff platform, using the demo gun and lost all the stuff on it. So I did that once, luckily before I had too much stuff on here. And then also when I was building this and putting these stone foundations around, I did demolish it once because I was picking up a misplaced stone foundation. And if you click on here, you can see it demolishes very easily. I'm not even going to go over there because there's not much of a timer on it, and that's something I think that they should change. I was reaching for the fence foundation, and I accidentally got the cliff platform, and I just happened to be over demolished, and I wasn't that focused because I've been doing it 20 million times, and bam, lost the whole thing. So, and at that point, you can't even fly to save yourself because you're overburdened with half the materials for this thing. So be warned. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to come around all the way with this. Let's see where we are for time. I'm 20 minutes in, so I may just finish this part so that we can get the rest of this in a decent amount of time. And I know I'm going to make mistakes like that here and there. So anyway, you know what I'm doing. I'm just going to put the ceilings on all of these guys and then put the ramps up from them, and then I'll meet you there. Alright, got that done, and it has turned to night because it's only 10% night, so we're going to do it with the help of our little buddy here and our lights. So I went ahead and I got those all up, if you can see them. I want to get as much of them as I can to try to complete the shape. It's obviously not going to go all the way around. That one didn't either. I kind of just kind of sealed it off on that edge with some glass walls, and we'll do that over there too. But over here, actually I think I was doing better without this guy. It's kind of bright. Oh gosh, it's hard to know which to do. Anyway. Alright, I took the gamma down. We'll do it like that. So in the interest of getting this as full circle as possible, I think I'm going to have to take this off and just put that up there, and I'll have to figure out some other way for the zip line for my Ravagers to get up here. And then over here, I'd like it to go around one more piece at least. You can see we've got a little gap here. Now, to put a stone fence foundation down right here, you can see that there's no space left for it to go here. There is some space over here, and I could cheat it and put this one here, but that's as far in as it will let me put it. It won't let me go any farther than that. So I'm going to have to do some tricky stuff just to kind of fake it here. So I can't just put it here. It won't do what I want. It won't be in the right level. So what I can do, I think, is hopefully this will work. I'm going to cross my fingers here. Is I'm going to snap a ceiling to that one. And I can't just keep going that way because, I mean, I probably could, but it's really not the right angle anymore. It's not pointing towards the center. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a fence foundation. I'm going to flip it around just because they all were that way. And then I'm just kind of going to fudge the angle here and try to get it so it looks about right. So it would be pointing towards the center of the cliff platform. Okay. Placed it again. Alright, placed it again, and that will take it all the way over when I put something on it. So now I think I can get away with picking this up. I can, because this is foundational, and so it's embedded in this rock now. And actually what I'm going to do to make this easier on myself is I'm going to take this whole bit apart here, because things are just going to want to snap to it, and it's just going to cause me problems. Being very careful with my demo gun, and we're going to, I think we could leave those, but I'm going to go ahead and take them apart too. Alright, I'm being too risky there. And you know, one of the ways that the fellow who lifted his up, he was pointing at something towards the rock, and he forgot that these things actually embed all the way inside the rock. So if I pointed the demo gun towards the rock right there, it would actually pick that up right there too. So that's something I can't stress enough, be careful about. And so I'm going to take this up too, because things are going to want to snap to it too. So now I've got that up there. I want railings to come down, but they can't come down from that. But what I can do is I can put walls. We'll do that, and we'll take them all the way down here. And then I want one more, because I want to snap a ceiling out this way. So this is going to be the tricky one. And so I'm going to work on, hopefully I can find this snap. And I'm going to spend a little time till I see it go green underneath there. Hopefully it will eventually. If it takes too long, I'll bring you guys back. If I had a grapple, I could probably grapple up from underneath and find that snap point more easily. Alright, I'll see you guys when I get it. Alright, I'm doing it. I'm making some grapples. And boy, am I going to miss my reusable grappling hooks. We're going to probably add that back here, but we were waiting in the beginning because reusable grappling hooks will definitely be a game changer here. I guess I could also have done it with a zip line, but I'd have to waste that too. And now that I'm thinking about it, I suppose I could have climbed up with my climbing picks as well. Oh my goodness. And that wasted 4 of them. Oh man. Alright, climbing pick ho. Hopefully there's nothing over here that's gonna kill me. One of the cool things about these is you can actually hang off vertical surfaces. And of course I'm complaining about being hungry, but you can't eat when you're hanging. Hopefully that's the snap I want. Doesn't seem right. I think that's it. Right there. Okay, so we got that. Let go of this. See? Put them away. There we go. And I'll meet you back up there. Okay, so after all that, now with that down there, we can put this there. And then one of the things that you can do with Structures Plus is you can actually snap foundations underneath ceiling. Sometimes. Supposed to be able to. Alright, we'll put it there. And then hopefully we can grab that, pick it up. Yep. And then we can snap there. Okay, so now we have foundational thing there. It'll look like one of these wood ceilings, and let's make sure that's what I want. So we're good, and the rest of this can go away now, and we basically have mimicked this over there. So that's a little trick. It was a lot of work just for a little bit of effect, but for me it was worth it. Okay, and having put that all back together, got a little bit more of a curve here. Now this is being finicky. This is not placed exactly right. Alright, I'm going to finish this up and I'm going to put that piece in and then we'll do the middle part. To do this, I'm just going to fudge it once more and just use this, a stone fence foundation. Or any fence foundation, just to open that angle up a little bit. And then now hopefully Structures Plus won't have an issue. There we go. Okay. Okay, so got that all put together. That's what it looks like right now in the dark. But time to put the center column together. Now to do this, so and by the way, it's the Christmas update right now, and so these little things in my eyes, you can also look down there, it says Mystic Skin Oil, which is the silliest thing in the world. Apparently loot drops give 40% more right now, but there's hardly any loot drops. I heard they're mostly on the surface, but I haven't even been on the surface yet. So pretty silly. So excuse the little sparkles. And the music just kind of goes over and over again. So let's go ahead to options, to audio, and we're just going to turn that down because it just keeps going. So I got to put these here. This is not going to be ideal, but we're going to have to make it work. I'll probably have to position the fridges over a little bit like that. Now there's a column in front of them. And then right here. This one won't be too bad. And I'm not going to be able to do them that way, I don't think. Let's see if it will find that for me. I don't think so. So maybe when I get up top, is that doing it? Now I can't see it. Maybe when I get up top, I'll be able to place them coming back down. I think that's it. Okay. And get as much support as we can. So I'm going to do it 5 high. And there's 6 of them because it's a 6-sided thing. So I've got 30 of these. I'm going to go ahead and get these all up real quick. Alright, that's as many as I can place down as it is right now. I got a bunch of metal smelting there. So then from here, I just got to go ahead and place all this glass up here. So that's just going to go around like that. And then, let's see, if we keep going around, hopefully from these, I can just bring these down like that. Yeah, that's excellent. Then we'll do that, and let's get the full foundational support that we can from that. I don't know if that gives any foundational support. I hope it does. But we'll be able to add some more on the outside if we need to. Okay, I'm just going to pick up this fridge for a second so that maybe I'll be able to place this. Maybe not. Awesome. We got that down. And then the fridge can go back. They snap in Structures Plus, which is awesome too. Okay, so I'm going to get up there and I'm just going to finish filling that whole circle around with this. I'm just going to have to place a ladder to get up there. Let me see. And I come in. It's got 1, 2, 3 circles, and oh, you know what? In the center, it's actually different. It's got the little raised ones. These guys. So I'll have to replace the center. But I'm going to come out. Okay. I know it comes out there, and then it's triangles. Boom. 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 And then this will be a place for me to get up. Like that. Alright, and I'll put the rest of this together. It's just alternating squares and triangles. Oh, right. Let's see, let's pick that up. Yeah, so the center is just the hexagon, and then it's going to be a square, triangle, like that. I'm going to do the outside because I actually have to fix the inside. I'll get around and meet you there. All right, and then these guys I'm going to pick back up because I want to use the ones to point up just to make it a little bit fancier. These guys are always really hard to place. They don't do what they say they're going to do. At least a good portion of the time. Alright, and then I'm going to go around one more time. The pattern changes a little bit wherever there's a square. I put 3 triangles. Could do it oppositely here, and then wherever there's a triangle, I do a square. Just because I like to mix it up like that. Like I said, you could reverse that. Alright, daytime is returning again, and we're almost done here. I just got to finish my last 3 glass triangles. And then you can see that we've got our shape coming together quite a bit here. Now, with this design, this does not quite match up here. Originally, I took the metal and I went out one further, but it just looked weird, like it was sitting on top of that. Didn't really work, and so what I did instead is I went ahead. See if we can get over there. I just got to remember exactly the pattern I put it in too. Is I went ahead and I made one more ring of wood, and then that works pretty nicely because then that kind of matches up with this. They are luckily at the same level, so that worked out pretty well. I guess that's thanks to Structures Plus. No real accident, but this little lip almost looks intentional. Yeah, I can get up here. So, woo, get that. And then, so yeah, I'm just going to come around and then kind of heal this up like this. I just got to get them pointed the right ways. Mess around till I get them. I want them all pointing out like that. So, except I'm not putting those ones there. I'd be putting the triangles there. So it's going to be a little bit of finagling, getting them all pointing the same way. But I know that it can work out. And I'm just going to get myself all the way around. And then I'll meet you when I'm done. Yeah, some of these complain about foundational support. So figure out what to do. You can see I did some stuff over there to make that work, so I'll get to that part at the end. Okay, so there's the end of my foundational support there. I'm not sure why that happens. I did manage to sort of snap those through the rock, and hopefully they're in place. They all have the same support from those columns, so they must be getting some support from that's lent to it from some of the pieces down there that are on there. Oh, I know why. It's because those foundations don't go into the rock there. So that's why. So what I do for this is I'm going to reuse these pieces later, but I can pick them up. Let's see. I'm going to need to grab a few more things. I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back with what I think I need. Is I take that down with a wall, and then I go ahead and I put a ceiling there. Actually, we need to do 2 walls. I always forget that, to be able to place the ceiling. And then again, this is a Structures Plus thing where you can put you can snap foundations to ceilings, which is awesome. No complaints about that. And then that's going to give me some foundational support. Now I'm not going to want that one there because it's a little ugly, and so I'm going to take it out one more like that, and it'll be it's a lot more subtle. And then we can pick that up, and we can pick that up. Then from here I can work my way back out kind of backwards like that. I'm going to put a glass wall here, And then, let me see, that is that. Oh, so actually, I should have left that other one in there. Oh, no. Now it's counting that. So, maybe. Maybe not. Okay, so we gotta connect that back again. Shouldn't have taken that yet. A little too early. Put that there, and then we can come out. Sometimes with this you can get a little bit of various heights out of doing it this way. But there we go. Now we can take this stuff back out again. Might break the one underneath. No. How are you staying there? Weird. Anyway, I'm going to do that around the rest of the edge here. And then I'll see where we are from there. And just for the more technical of you, you can see that I actually didn't get this right. That doesn't match up because those are the triangles. Pretty sure I can pick that up now and just hang down from there. That's getting supported by that somehow. It's kind of a thing that happens in ARK, so you could build ceilings over large spaces. Anyway, I'm going to fix it up. Okay, so I finished that and brought it all the way around, and that's what it looks like. So pretty cool. We got a lot more structure. I still have some things to do. I managed to get it connected all the way along the back here. Those foundations there are a little ugly, but it wouldn't let me place them back that way any further right here. I wanted to bring it back, but there's... Oh! Gonna make a liar out of me. Okay, it would do it when you weren't there. So now I could take this off, and hopefully, yeah, that should be all good. And then that will look a little bit less obtrusive. And I don't think we need this one. Go ahead and pick it up. Whew, okay. And yeah, let's put another one right there if we can. We can't. So we're going to have to live with that. I might try to snap a wall down or whatever. But I think I'm going to come around one more with this. I already pointed down there like this with a ceiling and it snapped. So hopefully I got lucky and it is snapped off of that one under there. So that's great. I'm going to get some more ramps. I'll just do that real quick. Then I should be able to bring them up here. And that will almost seal up this side. I got to do a little healing right there. And so this is all the structure I got from today. That's not too bad at all. So yeah, I've got another entrance here now. Like that. And it leads over here. One thing I realized I did do is I covered over all my water tanks. So those shouldn't work anymore. We'll see if they do. At least by the old rules, they wouldn't have. But, you know, they've already got a roof over them here, so I'll see if they keep working or not. They're just absorbing the ambient moisture. And then I got to do something about here, about connecting these two up. But that sort of confounds me at the moment. I think I'm going to work on that between episodes because that's just going to be another major finicky bit. And yeah, I'm not sure how I'm going to do that, but we're pretty close to having this covered up. I'm liking where it's going for sure. And yeah, that's a lot more protection than we had. And it looks pretty good, especially when you pull further away and don't look right there. All right, well, with all that, I'm going to sign out for now. Thank you for watching until the end of this episode. And I hope you got something out of it. This is MonkeyPuzzle. I'm going to keep working on this, and I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.